Good morning. Today we're going to talk about continuity, why it's important, why in this month series that it's important to endeavour every day, shaved or not, to have the tie on, to maintain a level of continuity. So today we're going to have coffee as usual, and while you're looking for an envelope, a pen, postage stamp, the usual things, make yourself a cup of coffee. The shirt that I've chosen today is number 8 of number 12 from last year's men's range. This was part of the Kanchipuram silk series, and this one once again is unique. Handmade, of course, by myself once again, and this is number 8 of 12. I call this one this is a captain shirt for those, but it's a men's dress shirt in large. A little bit flashy, of course, and it's unique. It was one of my original samples. I don't really want to part with this one because, well, it is part of my unique original series. But if you really want it, you can have this shirt. Once again, I don't know, send me $1,000, or if you really want it and you can't afford it, $749. Send it to my address. And also, I didn't wear a suit and tie today for the first time, and well, the idea of continuity in shirt number 8 of 12 in the series, this is one of the shirts that I make because I got tired of wearing other people's clothes, and this shirt is one that I make myself, and this is my sort of clothing. But nevertheless, today we're going to discuss items number 5, number 6 and number 7. So in the meantime, have a look and have a look at this. And also to this address, if you want to join as well, get a discount. It'll cost you one of these and one of these. So that's the equivalent of 20 Australian dollars. So if you're interested in joining today, this week, this episode, you can subscribe here for US 15 or Australian $20. And as always, I'm always encouraging letter writing, the actual art of why not letting your 10, 12 years of education of doing English and writing and handwriting, and letting that, I hope, what is forever skill and talent not be wasted. So if you haven't written a letter this week, this month, this year, find yourself an envelope, a pen, send to this address some of this and join me. And also I'm starting a pen pal sort of club as well. So if you'd like to find somebody else to write to and want some new pen pal friends, I'll actually put you in touch with other people who subscribe to my channel so you can share letters. So while you're looking for some of this and an envelope and pen, have a look at this. So to rehash what we were talking about, as you remember, number 4, company, what that is, what that means to you, why people join it, why they join a better company to increase themselves, to have a better company, a better life, better physical improvement, more importantly, to improve themselves and to be and what a company is. So if you remember, and this might be for you, so today we spoke last time about number 5, membership. And mate, if you remember, I was talking about citizenship, being on board, your vessel, your captain, your destination, your port, your home, what a ship is, what being a member on a ship is, and what that means to you. And most importantly, how to improve and get yourself much better. One moment. So, if you know you are worth it, and even if you're not worth it, and you fall into that category, this may be for you. So today I didn't write upside down and back to front as normal, so you have to think and apply and already increasing the way you learn. What this says upside down and back to front, because my friends at YouTube haven't turned this around for me. This says, remember what makes you rich. Now I want you to take a moment and actually just consider that. Now you've considered that, 3 or 4 things might have appeared in your mind. It might be the person you love, it might be your children, it might be your work, it might be your vehicle, it might be the feeling you get when you go skydiving, achieve a milestone, achieve a sporting victory. What makes you rich, and what that actually is, and how by looking carefully and studying what is often overlooked in its obviousness, to actually take the time to consider what actually makes you rich. Now, leading to number 7, I'll give you a clue where we're going, is that number 7 does have something to do with higher motivation, higher intent, God if you like, angels, a higher purpose, a greater meaning for your life, instead of just simple servitude, being a servant, working towards the betterment of another person's dream, their fulfillment, their richness. And number 7 does lead to a higher purpose and higher motivation. But today, what we're talking about clearly here is remembering. And remembering what makes you rich. Now, a lot of you want to get rich. A lot of you, you might have heard, 80% of CEOs constantly read books, sometimes 3 or 4 a week, and constantly read books on improvement, self-improvement, how to get better, how to succeed, how to get rich, how to stay motivated, how to keep motivated and keep other people motivated, how to get rich basically. Now it's very important because even the best people and the best CEOs in the world, and some of these will be my friends, they know the importance of surrounding themselves, surviving, and surrounding themselves with like-minded, successful people to maintain their own motivation to keep what they know and have experienced for themselves to be people who may not be worth it, who may be average, who may be derelict, who may be juvenile, delinquent, who may be average in what they do, who may not be destined for any form of success, but yet it is still their job, their role to keep them motivated, to keep them happy, to keep them involved, to keep their well-being, to keep their super well-being, to keep their future well-being in mind and firmly in hand. They know the value of what makes you rich, because they know it's often them. But there's many things that make you rich. What truly makes you rich? God himself, the voice of God, that you might have had a spiritual experience, might have seen a real angel, you might have had experience with a religious moment in a holy place. That is often the most richest experience. And it is, I believe, is the richest experience that you have as a human being, primate creature, and your mind and your soul, and experiencing and touching the divine. Now we're going to look at this in number 7, because often that entails remembrance of those most important experiences and what it is that actually makes you rich. Now, if you can get a piece of paper and you can write down a couple of things, a few things, and write down on that piece of paper what actually makes you rich, how to get rich, and how to remember what it is when you've felt rich, that actually the things that led to that, how that occurred, the people, the things, the how, where, when, of what actually occurred for you to get that feeling